All right. Well, justified true belief in the way you defined it. Okay. So if the brain, if knowledge and mind is just pure physicality, is reduced to pure mechanism, then any belief, any proposition, any belief, anything you think and say is a direct byproduct of something causal in the brain.
Yes, my beliefs would absolutely be a byproduct of.
Yeah. Okay. So if all beliefs are byproducts of the brain, so if you believe A and I believe B, and person C, say someone in the audience today, is trying to determine whose belief is true, there's no access to knowledge because all three things are just symptoms of a mechanistic machine that's just producing outcomes.
Nope, that has nothing to do with whether or not we can arrive at knowledge. If you arrive at the mental state of being convinced something is true, it is in fact true, and you've got justification, you have knowledge. That has nothing to do with whether or not that works, whether we're talking about a deterministic or a libertarian free will model.
How would you determine that works?
What do you mean, how would we determine?
What methodology did you use to determine that works?
Yeah,
you just made a claim that works. Yeah, it works whether or not it's deterministic or not. I asked.
Logically, we just.
No. What's
it?
So the methodology is reasoning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you know your reasoning is valid if it's determined?
We test it. We can test it.
How do you test if what you're doing, if testing is determined mechanistically?
You still test it.
I'm saying if I do a test and the thing I'm calling a test is everything that unfolds called a test is already determined, how do I know I'm independently testing if it's just determined what I'm going to do?
I mean, there's so many assumptions that you're making here that don't make any sense.
What did I assume?
If I'm using a calculator, all right, and the calculator is just circuits, and if I put certain inputs into the calculator, it's going to give me an output. Does that have anything to do with whether or not we can use a calculator to calculate?
The calculator is a bad example because how did we get a calculator?
Can you answer the question?
I'm saying the question is malformed because a calculator is a mechanism that we created and we designed to do specific tasks because we have mind.
I know why you want to avoid the question. But
What's the question? What's the question?
You know what the question is. And I think you're a troll now.
No, I'm not trolling. You're asking about a calculator that's been created by a mind, whether or not doing the task.
You know what the question was.
Yeah,
so why don't you answer the question?
The calculator is a mechanism that does X because we designed it to. It'll always do what we designed it to.
And you're demonstrating like you're running from the question.
No, you ran. You ran from the question. And my question, you ran.
Is the fact that it's deterministic, the outcomes that are produced by the calculator, does that have anything to do with whether or not the calculator can calculate?
No, because it doesn't, because it's a mechanism. It'll always do. Yeah,
so are you?
No, the mech. Yeah, wow. Yeah, are you? What a coward!
All right, let's grab the next person.
Total coward. What a coward.